Y'all caught me sleeping. All right, it is 9 p.m. in Ganado, Texas, Bill. Good evening. How are you, sir? All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is actually going to start a minute late. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, hey, it is Friday, and it is time for the Trivia Net. For those of you that don't know what's going on, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from IQTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 14730 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the Vingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And to check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a, oh, here we go. Man, I'm telling you, I am off. While you're doing that, scroll down on the teleprompter. Just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel on Discord, so swing by and join them hanging out. We got some sad news, and Kent just brought it up. Our good friend Rod, W5NDS, man, old Rod. Rod is no longer with us, and we are going to miss him dearly. He was such a great man, always fun to talk to, and would sit and talk to you for hours. So, Rod, if you're out there listening, man, we love you, and one of these days, we'll see you. I hope you got met at the pearly gates with a big old batch of fresh chocolate chip cookies. That man had a sweet tooth like no other. So we got some people hanging out with us in the video. We got Scott, KI5OBD, and Bill, W5ITZ, hanging out. We've got the movie going on. It's 2001, A Space Odyssey, and it's going to be a fun one. I totally forgot that there's like a 15-minute, black screen on the beginning of that, so I thought I was having technical difficulties. That's what was holding me up here, but I'm just dumb. Y'all are used to that. All right, now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. I love you too, Bill. All right, tonight's trivia game will be divided up into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follows. Round 1, it's all about mid-season TV replacements. Round number 2 is all about 1990s thrillers. Round 3, hope you got some Mad Max fans. It is Mad Max Beyond Trivia Dome. Yeah, buddy. And round number 4 is all about 1980s hair metal. So, some kind of random things, but I figured it would take us through the night, and we'll have a little fun regardless. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to take care of all drink refills and bodily functions. As always, question, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome during gameplay, because, I mean, we're here to have some fun, right? At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer, and you will be officially done for the night. So make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anybody has any questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, let's shut down the bingo. Check it out, man. We've got, 22 people playing bingo with us tonight. So we're going to move everybody over into the official Friday Night Trivia Net here in just a second. If you would, make your name and your call sign look like those over there on the right. Call sign dash name. It would certainly help me out and make things easier tonight. Especially, I got a busy weekend, and it's going to be a fun one. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you will be hanging out with us. Everybody's getting checked in and filled in. I had the FCC listeners called me today and said that some lovely lady named Laura was talking about the Friday Night Trivia Net on the Alaska Morning Net, which is fantastic. And they traced her back all the way to the Crossroads Ham Radio Club, and they wanted me to know that the Trivia Net is becoming famous. So if we have hundreds of people playing with us tonight, I'm going to blame you, Laura, and thank you so much for spreading the word. Oh, man, Ernesto forgot to put in his name. What is wrong with you, man? Let's see. Oh, okay, well, you got your call sign in there. I'll get you fixed up, Ernesto. Every week, we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. That's 35 people so far. That number is bound to get bigger. Tonight's prize, guess what? It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership, as well as request to join our Discord community. And the Discord is a whole lot of fun. It's where we say things that we can't say over the repeater, unless we've had a few too many drinks, and then something kind of slips. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into our Trivia Net before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works. So now is a good time to kind of sort of pay attention. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located at the top left of your screen and will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. Yeah, buddy, we're going to start off with Ashley. She's at the very bottom of the list. She's at the top of the list in my heart. Ashley, KI5 MVF, is all the way from Jeffrey is Annoyingville. I feel you, man. He's been all whiny this week, so I feel sorry for you having to hang out with him. We got Richard, W5SBD. He's in Rosanke, Texas. We got Norman, N5ZOT in Austin. We got Jeffrey, the old wine bag himself, KI5MVF from the Gaia Map Sucks. For those of you that don't know, we were changing up the maps to make them electronic on the Fox Hunts, and it's caused quite a bit of rabble-rabble over in the Fox Hunt channel. We got Joe, K5KUA from Jamaica Beach, Texas. Joe, good to see you. We got Russ, W5ISH from Edna, Texas. We got Ben and Kent, KI5RBT, hanging out in Pflugerville. We have Chris, W5CUY in Louise, Texas. And we also have the Rusty Hammer in Louise. I prefer to be called Jan Hammer, but apparently that's not right. But you can call me Jan if you like. We got Dave, KI5STT in Buda. That means we probably got a Holly in here somewhere as well. Mark, K5NM in Austin. We got Bill, W5ITZ. Good to see you, man. All the way in Ganado, Texas. Mike, W7QAG in Sugarland. We got KI5PZ in Ernesto in East Austin. And there's Holly, W5LUL, hanging out in Buda with Dave. Scott, KI5OBD, is in Kyle. Hey, Scott. Scott has played this game more than anybody here. He's the most frequent flyer of the bunch. Good to see you, brother. Steve, KG5LAA, is in Burnett, Texas. We've got Newbies in Austin. Oh, I wonder if the Newbies have a name. We'll find out during the intermission. Laura, KI5OLG, there she is in Alvin, Texas, spreading the gospel on the Alaska Morning Net. Thank you, Laura. We got Ken, KI5VGN in Austin, and another Chris, W5CUI. Chris, you're in here twice. What's going on, man? We got Jim, AI5EG, somewhere near Harwood. We got Renee, W5XCW from Rosenberg. We got Antonio, my buddy Antonio, KI5ZIU. Antonio was trying to check in on Thursday, and it was not working out so well. So good to have you in here. We got Mike, AI5JS in Austin. Rob, K9LZY. Yeah, we got the lazy dog. He's out in Lakeway. Yes, good to see you, Rob. Alex, KD5AJZ from Pasadena, Texas. Andy, KI5YIT, Liberty Hill. Good to have you back. We've got Cash Me Outside from Louise, Texas. Now, we got some funny people down in Louise, Texas. David, N6DBX, is in Southwest Austin. We got Steve, KI5HWD, in Liberty Hill. We got the guest back from El Campo. Y'all better watch out. They did pretty well. We also have another David, AI5JC, in Cedar Park. We got Karen K in Austin. We got John and Diane, KE5RS. They are up in Leander. Philip, AC5G in East Austin. Daivia from Louise, Texas. And Jason, KF5HKQ, hanging out in Austin. Wow, that is a list of people. Oh, we've got Claude from Austin as well. 41 people. You know, eventually I'm going to have to stop reading all this stuff out. I'm going to time out the repeater, and it's just going to freak out everybody. So there we have it. We got 41 people all ready to play. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 1. Mid-season TV replacements. It's going to be a fun one for sure. So, let's see if anybody has any questions before we get officially started. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. I hear nothing but a repeater ID. You know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Question number 1. Which of these hit TV shows did not originally appear on the schedule as a mid-season replacement? My computer's possessed. Alright, so let's see what y'all think. We got Kate and Allie coming in number 1. We had a tie for Three's Company and Cheers, and Happy Days coming in number 4. So which of these TV hit shows did not originally appear on the schedule as a mid-season replacement? The correct answer is Cheers. Cheers launched as part of NBC's lineup on September 30th, 1982 at the start of the fall season and ran for 275 episodes. Question number 2. What successful showrunner produced both How to Get Away with Murder and its March 2016 mid-season replacement, The Catch? Number 1 answer on the board, David E. Kelly. Alright, followed by Ryan Murphy, Noah Hawley, and Shonda Rhimes. I would have been totally guessing on this one. I have no clue. But I can tell you, the people that got this right, it's the 10% that picked Shonda Rhimes. That was Ashley, KI5MVF over in Jeffrey Sucksville. And Chris, W5CUI, got that right as well. Who else got this right? The Newbies. Oh, way to go to the Newbies and the guest from El Campo. All right, way to go. 4 people out of all y'all knew that. I would have totally been guessing. Question number 3. When Courtney Cox's Cougar Town went on hiatus in early 2011, ABC replaced it with a show starring her friend's co-star named this. Let's see what you think. Y'all went with Lisa Kudrow. That's probably because that's the only one that y'all know. I'm not a Friends watcher. My nephew watches it. He loves it. But Lisa Kudrow coming in number 1. We got a tie for Matt LeBlanc and Matthew Perry, and then David Schwimmer coming in number 4. So Rob's already making excuses up there in the Discord and using those 4-letter adult words. Let's see. Did Rob get this right? It was Matthew Perry. That was the correct answer. And Rob, tell us in the Discord if you got that right. Something tells me your wrong button push might have been right. After Friends went off the air, Matthew Perry starred in several short-lived series, including Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, Go On, The Odd Couple, and then the show that temporarily replaced Cougar Town on ABC's schedule, Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine. Oh, and yes, we have the Rick memes back. This is fantastic. Question number 4, Bill. I just looked up and I saw you have quite the big wiener in your lap there, buddy. That's impressive. Y'all need to get on the video and check out Bill's wiener. He's adorable. Question number 4. What was the original title of Mick Jagger's produced 2006 mid-season replacement comedy, The Knights of Prosperity? I love it. We got Doug checking in on the video to check out Bill's wiener. That's just hilarious. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Let's Rob McJagger coming in first. Jagger's Jewel Heist and Making Off with the Mick tied for second and third, and Rolling Stone Robbery. I have no clue what it is, but the people that picked Let's Rob McJagger are the ones that win this one. Question number 5, and halfway through this wonderful round of mid-season replacements. What hit sitcom, a mid-season replacement in 1984, is being rebooted as a mid-season replacement set to premiere in January 2023? Well, we got 74% on the Night Court. I'm not even going to read the rest because y'all know that's right. I used to watch Night Court as a kid with Harry and Bull and Selma and all the fun people. It was a good show. I was also young, and so I didn't want to watch it because I've seen the reviews kind of coming in, and everybody's kind of saying it's kind of wah. So I don't want to watch it, but maybe it'll get better. All right, well, that was question number 5. Let's throw up the scoreboard and see. We've got Ashley, KI5 MVF, hanging out in Jeffrey Sucksville. We got Chris, W5CUY, hanging out in second place, and Jeffrey, Mr. Winey himself, KI5 MVF, in the number 3 spot. We got some TV watchers. Your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody out there you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. For those of you that are new, it's time to put those points to work. Y'all place your bets. Let's see how you do with this one. What dramatic series replaced the retiring Carol Burnett show in January 1978 and ran for over 300 episodes? So, Scott, I love this movie as well. It's a fun one. You can always put on and watch. Yeah, I have to agree. If y'all want to watch Space Odyssey, 2001: A Space Odyssey, come join us over in the video. We got quite the crew hanging out with us on the video in the Discord. All right, so let's see what y'all think. Y'all are going with Dallas. All right. We got a tie for Knots Landing, Little House on the Prairie, and The Waltons coming in number 4. So what series replaced the Carol Burnett show? It was Dallas. Running for 14 seasons, Dallas ran from 1978 to 1991 and took over the Carol Burnett show time slot and remains one of the longest running TV dramas of all time. Do you remember Who Shot JR? I sure don't. All right, let's put up the scoreboard and see how that did. How many people got that right? 17 people, 47%. That put Chris, W5CUY, in the number 1 spot. Chris got 126 points. Way to go, man. And check it out. KI5PZN. Ernesto coming in number 2. And Ashley got bumped down all the way to number 3. Let's make our way to question number 7. What executive producer, famous for his police and legal dramas, created both NYPD Blue and its short-lived replacement, Blind Justice? Let's see what y'all think. Steven Baco coming in number 1. We got Dick Wolf and David E. Kelly coming in a tie for second and third. And Anthony Zucker coming in number 4. Were y'all right on this one? 42%, survey says. You were indeed. All right. Question number 8. What long-running animated series began as a mid-season replacement for The X-Files in January of 1999? I love that we've given Bill PTSD with Bob's Burgers. This is fantastic. All right, let's see what y'all think. Futurama is coming in number 1. Futurama had stayed number 1, and then everybody started picking, but it's still in the number 1 spot. Family Guy coming in second, followed by American Dad, and then good old Bob's Burgers. This is Bill's favorite. So let's see what replaced the X-Files. It's Family Guy. I am a huge Family Guy fan. I've been watching them since day one. I had no idea that they replaced the X-Files. I didn't really watch the X-Files that much. No telling. Question number 9. What hit comedy found itself a mid-season replacement in January 2019 after switching networks from Fox to NBC? So it's looking like Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the number 1 answer, followed by The Office, Parks and Rec, and The Good Place. So let's see who switched from Fox to NBC and made themselves a home. It was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I haven't watched a whole lot of that, but I love Andy Samberg. So one of these days I'll put some attention on it. All right, question number 10, y'all. We're at the end of our mid-season replacement round. I know you're excited. What Arrested Development alum starred in Some of My Best Friends canceled just 5 episodes after its February 2001 premiere? Almost half of you went with Will Arnett. Jason Bateman coming in second, followed by Michael Cera and Tony Hale. So let's see who's right. Is it those that picked Will Arnett? It is not. It is those that picked Jason Bateman. Prior to finding renewed success with Arrested Development in 2003, Jason Bateman wandered the graveyard of several short-lived sitcoms, including Chicago Suns in 1997, Some of My Best Friends in 2001, and The Jake Effect in 2002, which was canceled before a single episode aired. I don't know if you all watch Arrested Development or have seen it, but I love that show. And if you like that, then make your way over to Archer. It's a great show as well. And it's got, oh man, I'm missing her name right now, but she was fantastic. Yes, Jessica Walter. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, thank you. All right, so that's it for round number 1. Let's add up the scores and see. Ooh, we got Ashley made her way all the way back to number 1. Kent, KI5RBT in the number 2, and Holly, W5LUL in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Ashley, KI5MVF. How are things going on over there in Jeffrey Sucksville?
Well, Rusty, about as you would expect. He's been getting on my nerves all freaking day. And right before the trivia net started, he just said, so you know, because it's probably going to come up, I've been annoying Rusty for the last few hours. And I said, sounds on brand. So, yeah, I guess that's how it's going. Also, take note of who ended up at the very bottom with 0 points.
Oh man, let's see. I gotta keep scrolling all the way down there, man. Even the Rusty Hammer beat Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey. And dude, you haven't been annoying me for the past little bit. You've always annoyed me. So I mean, there's nothing new. We still love you though. All right, let's go to the number 2 man, Kent KI5RVT. He is our trivia robot. Kent, you missed 4, man. Which one's got you?
I think the first 4. I did really horrible. I was like 53 points by. See, I missed the first 3. I missed the Happy Days and Shonda Rhimes. I don't even know who that is. Lisa Kudrow. I missed. That was the Matthew Perry answer. Yeah, I missed the first 4, and then I cleared it after that. I don't watch a whole lot of TV anymore, but Hulu and things like that are my way of dealing with it, because I can watch an entire season in one sitting. KI5RVT.
You know, it's funny. They have completely changed my habits as well. So back in the day, I was one of the first TiVo adopters, and oh, I love that. And once I had TiVo, I stopped knowing what day anything was on, because it just magically recorded and life was awesome. And so when I had the DVR, that happened. And then when Netflix started dropping seasons like all at once and you could binge watch, I started doing the same thing. And now I've noticed, like, I watch Yellowstone, but I wait until like the whole season's there, because if I want to watch it all in one night and, you know, just look like a maniac in the morning, like, that's what I want to do. So I don't like waiting anymore, which is funny because I do wait for the whole thing to be done, but, like, I want to watch it on my terms. So totally feel you. Let's go talk to Holly, W5LU. Holly, you missed half of them, but you still made it to the number 3 spot. So, hey, what you doing out there?
Hey, Rusty. We're just hanging out. We went out for dinner this evening and wanted to come home and play trivia and relax a little bit before I have to work again tomorrow.
Roger, Roger. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. And you know, it's we got 3 more rounds, so you can pull that up. You can be at first place. I know you can. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, and you can be hanging out with us. We've got 41 people with us right now. We're going to move y'all over into the first intermission. We will fire that up and see you right back here for round number 2. Chris just added a Ham Fest in the Ham Fest channel. We got the Greater Houston Ham Fest. It's also the ARRL Texas State Convention. It is Friday, March 3rd from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, March 4th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Very cool. It's at the Fort Bend County Fairgrounds. Awesome. Let's see, what is it? HoustonHamFest.org. If you're interested, HoustonHamFest.org. Thank you, Chris, for putting that in there. We also got the Cowtown Festival going on this weekend, which is where I got my my license. Oh, and CRHRC will have a table there, so you can go meet the Crossroads people. Hey, Bill, are they taking that crappy bus they brought up to Belton, or are you going to have some decent transportation for these boys?
Hey, Rusty, you know those guys traveled in style on that bus. I don't know, it's close enough. It's about an hour's drive for most of us here, so we'll probably just commute back and forth over the 2 days.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, if y'all weren't at, or if you were at Belton Ham Fest, looked like George Strait was there. Had this monster tour bus, the whole thing. It was, yeah, I'm playing, Chris. They had Wi-Fi. They had an all-star node. They had cocktails in the back. It was very swanky, by all means. We had we were hanging out at Ray's RV, and that thing was made in like the 70s, so it was quite the difference. But no, that was quite the fantastic bus there. All right, it is time for round number 2. Round number 2, 1990s thrillers. We're gonna see how y'all do at this. Mid-season replacements kind of took y'all by surprise, so maybe y'all do a little bit better at that. But before we make that happen, we're going to tell everybody yet again, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty. WZ5BVS, I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We're down to 34 people, so we might have had some rage quits. So if you know anything about the 1990 thrillers and you gave up on round number 1, you can come back into round 2. It's not a problem. We'll keep adding up your scores. If you want to do that, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. Yes, people thought Bob Heil was on the bus. Dude, that is awesome. You should have, some of y'all need to invest in a purple suit. And, then you can just, you can pretend. You never have to come off the bus. You can just get close enough to the window and just tell him, yeah, he doesn't want to be disturbed. That is hilarious. All right. I don't know who that celebrity is, Bill. I'm not going to say it over the radio, but apparently there's some snazzy people that ride on that bus when it's not at the Belton Ham Fest. Or maybe he was just in the back sleeping. You never know, with all the pills and whatnot that these wonderful artistes use to help in their daily lives. All right, enough about that. Let's start up round number 2. It's 1990s thrillers. Let's see how y'all do with question number 1. What did Ed Norton and Brad Pitt learn to make in the preparation for filming Fight Club? So I had no clue what the answer to this was. It was rather entertaining. Over half of you said soap. They learned how to make soap. I don't know if that's right. Beer coming in second, followed by pottery and furniture. Every time I hear of, somebody making pottery in a film, it goes right back to Ghost. So let's see. 52%. Are you correct? You are. Soap. Brad Pitt and Edward Norton learned how to make soap. It was a subplot in both the novel and film versions of Fight Club in preparation for their respective roles. There you have it. Brad Pitt knows how to make soap. Question number 2. What TV series adaptation features The Bone Collector, co-stars Denzel Washington and Queen Latifah, each taking the lead role? So the one thing it's not is Mission Impossible, apparently. Nobody even touched the button. The Equalizer's got 76%. So either y'all all know what's up or nobody's got a clue. The Paper Chase and Taxi tied for second and third. So let's see if you're right. 76% said The Equalizer, and you are correct. In the 2 film versions, with a third coming in 2023 of The Equalizer, Denzel Washington plays the former intelligence agent Robert McCall. In the TV reboot that began in 2021, Queen Latifah plays Robin McCall. Aha, check it out. Question number 3. What highly acclaimed 1999 thriller introduced audiences to a child psychologist, Malcolm Crowe? You know what? I just noticed I haven't seen Sky. I bet Sky is out night hunting again. That man loves to go find foxes at night. It cracks me up. But I bet that's where he is. We're going to have to stop doing our fox hunts on Friday night, Jeffrey, so that we can get Sky to come play with us for the whole game. All right, let's see what stats are. It is The Sixth Sense taking the number 1 spot, followed by Stigmata, and then In Dreams. Nobody picks on Extends. I think there's a pill also called Extends. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see if y'all are right with The Sixth Sense. Bill Sees Dead People, and the correct answer. Malcolm Crowe, Bruce Willis, is a child psychologist out to help troubled Cole Sear in The Sixth Sense. The movie was nominated for 6 Oscars and put filmmaker M. Night Shyamalan on the map. Question number 4. 1999's psychological thriller The Talented Mr. Ripley is based on a 1995 novel by this person. Well, let's see. Margaret Miller coming in first, followed by Patricia Highsmith, and then Flannery O'Connor, and Josephine Tay. The correct answer, the number 1 answer, is incorrect. It is Patricia Highsmith. That is who got this in there. That was 9 people. Patricia Highsmith works including The Talented Mr. Ripley, Strangers on a Train, Carol, and Deep Water. They've all been adapted into numerous acclaimed films. So there you have it. I would have been guessing on that one. Chris, you got to upgrade to the blue pill. The other pill doesn't work. The blue pill works magic. Question number 5. Which original Flatliners stars also appear in the film's 2017 remake? the Discord is a wonderful place. 55% saying Kiefer Sutherland. We got Kevin Bacon coming in second, followed by William Baldwin, and then Oliver Platt. So which original Flatliners star also appears in the film's 2017 remake? Survey says Kiefer Sutherland. There is a long paragraph here, but y'all don't really care about that because it's question number 5, and what you really want to see is your scores. Ashley, KI5 MVF, all the way from Jeffrey Sucksville, is still in the number 1 spot. Scott, KI5 OBD, way to go, man, in the number 2 spot. And Ernesto, KI5 PZN, in the number 3 spot. Scott's typing, watching movies. He didn't even know he was in second place. Look at that, man. All right, so y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. Question number 6 is coming up next, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. What 1995 time-traveling thriller takes place in 1917, 1990, 1996, and 2035? Y'all figure this one out. So yes, Rob, if you get it wrong, it will take the points. If you don't, then you're good to go. All right, 42% said Time Cop. We got 12 Monkeys coming in second, followed by The 13th Floor and The Hunted. So which 1995 time-traveling thriller takes place, are you ready, in 1917, 1990, 1996, and 2035? Survey says 12 Monkeys. I wonder if Rob got that one right or not. Adapted from the 1962 French short film La Jetée, Terry Gilliam, 12 Monkeys, jumps back and forth in time, starting in 2035 and primarily taking place in 1996, with accidental trips to 1990 and 1917 thrown in. Only 13 people knew that. Let's see what that does to the score. That put Dave, KI5STT, in the number 1 spot. Dave got 247 points on that. Way to go, man. Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 2 spot. He got 215 points. And Norman, N5ZOT, in the number 3 spot with 173 points. All right, let's do question number 7. We got a lot of zeros on there. We got some green in there, but there's quite a few zeros. In 1999's Stir of Echoes, a man begins having disturbing visions of a young girl's ghost after this. Oh, yes, finally somebody. Oh, it's the guest from El Campo. Okay, they voted with me on this one. So nobody picked taking LSD until he did, or she did. I would have done taking LSD. Stirs of Echoes. I would have, for whatever reason, taking LSD. That works for me. So y'all think it's a near fatal drowning. 59% of you think that. Being hypnotized coming in second, and electroshock therapy, everybody's favorite, coming in number third. So let's see if the people that picked a near-fatal drowning were correct. You weren't. It was after he'd been hypnotized. Based on the 1958 novel by Richard Matheson, Stir of Echoes follows Tom, a man driven to insanity by visions he has after being hypnotized. Many critics cite this film as the best performance of Kevin Bacon's career. That's impossible, because that was in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Question number 8. What TV series inspired 1997 thriller Cube, in which 6 individuals are trapped in a bizarre and deadly labyrinth? Twilight Zone, just peeking ahead of Tales from the Crypt. X-Files coming in third, Star Trek only number 4. So let's see if y'all are right. Oh, look at that, you are. The basic premise of Cube, in which several strangers wake up in a labyrinth prison with no knowledge of how they got there, was inspired by the 1961 Twilight Zone episode, 5 Characters in Search of an Exit. Question number 9. What film did Edward Norton study to develop a Kentucky accent for his 1996 film debut, Primal Fear? Coal Miner's Daughter coming in first place. Harlan County, USA coming in second. Next to Ken third, and the Little Colonel number 4th. So let's see, where did old Ed Norton get his Kentucky accent? Coal Miner's Daughter, right there. When he auditioned for Primal Fear in 1996, Edward Norton told producers he was from Eastern Kentucky and spoke with an authentic-sounding Kentucky accent. After being cast, Norton revealed that he had picked up the accent from watching Coal Miner's Daughter in 1980. Well, look at that. We're at question number 10 and already at the end of round number 2. Let's see how y'all do with this one. Near what fictional Colorado town does Misery primarily take place? Let's see. So we got a tie between Castle Rock and Canyon Creek. Straight up tie. Sidewinder coming in third and Dotsero coming in 4th. So look at that. Let's see. It's either got to be Castle Rock or Canyon Creek. But it's not. It's Sidewinder. Most of Misery takes place in Annie Wilkes' farmhouse outside of fictional Sidewinder, Colorado. It's also the setting for Stephen King's The Shining. So let's see, we had 3 people that got this right. One of those was Ashley, KI5MVF. Let's go talk to Ashley and see if she really knew this or if she was just a lucky button pusher.
Lucky button pusher all the way.
Roger, roger. We got Davia is the other one, and Karen K. Those are the 3 that knew this one. All right, man. 3 out of 41 people knew this. That's hilarious. So let's add up the scores and see how you did for round number 2. We got Dave, KI5STT, in the number 1 spot. Dave only missed 1. Check that out. Norman, N5ZOT, coming in second. He missed 4. And Philip, AC5G, he missed 4 as well. Philip is the number 1 in the player rankings, by the way. He's the one to beat. There's no more hashtag beat Kent. It is now hashtag beat Philip, because he's number 1 in the player rankings. Let's go talk to Dave, KI5STT. Dave, which one did you miss, man?
Hey, Rusty. Looks like it was a misery question, but I did hit number 6, and that'll make or break you. KI5STT, back to that.
Yeah, man, the betting question is where it's at for sure. Well, congrats, man. You only missed 1. Let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. Norman, you missed 4. Which one's got you?
I think I'm not even sure. I'm looking back. I can't even remember which ones I got. The only one I can say for sure I actually did know, and it was not a complete, a partial guess, was Soap. I did know my Fight Club.
Yeah, Roger. If you scroll down, it will take you through the whole round and show you which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong, for those of you that are out there that want to know. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G. Philip, man, which one's got you?
I missed the Bone Collector one, the Talented Mr. Ripley, the Flatliners remake one, and the last one, Not No Sidewinder, Colorado. AC5G, back to net.
Roger. All right, so there's round number 2. Let's add up the scores and see how everybody's doing for the Friday night trivia net. While you're doing that, we're going to let you know we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, for those of you out there that haven't checked in yet, you can check into tonight's trivia net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We're going to move you into round 2 intermission. The first question on this one is, who's your favorite Thursday night net controller? I would certainly appreciate it if you don't pick on any of them. If you don't answer any of the questions, you answer this one, because I post this one in our net control channel, and it's always fun to see their reactions. So we're going to start up the intermission. Y'all vote on this first question, and then go top off your drinks. We'll see you right here for round number 3. Well, thanks for playing for that. I just texted Ernesto that he won, and he won by a landslide, man. 10 votes on that one. So way to go, KI5PZN. You're our favorite Thursday night net controller. You're mine as well. I ran the Thursday night net last night. We had Bill come in and join us. And thanks, Bill, for making that happen. It's always fun. This is a great net, but, you know, it's me just blabbing and reading stuff. And so on Thursday, it's nice to be able to just, like, actually hang out and chat with people and talk. So it was fun. It's been a while. Last time I did that, I was looking at the member count. We had gained 50 members since the last time I had run a Thursday night net. So it had been a while. So I was definitely overdue. Well, there we have it. Our second intermission is done. It's time to get y'all moved over into round number 3. Round number 3, it's all about Bob's Burgers. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's about Mad Max. All right, let's see how y'all do with this one. Our Max Mad beyond Trivia Dome, depending on how you say it. All right, well, before we get round number 3 going, we got to invite some people to come play. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Jan Hammer, WZ5BBS. I am your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We have 42 people hanging out with us. This round is all about Mad Max, so we'll see how y'all do with this one. Let's let all the repeaters take a break, and when we come back, we will be here with question number 1. Oh me. All right, question number 1. What wasteland settlement is home to the titular combat arena in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? A whopping 61% went with Bartertown. Underworld coming in second, followed by Sun City. That's up there north of Austin. And Bullet Farm. I would have picked Bullet Farm. You know, why not? Let's see if y'all are right. 61%. You can't be wrong with this. No, you're not. Bartertown is a well-organized wasteland settlement where disputes are settled by deadly combat in the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome, however, is in Bullet Farm. Question number 2. In what post-apocalyptic oil war-ravaged country is the Mad Max series set? I think we might have some Mad Max fans in the audience tonight. 70% with Australia. South Africa coming in second, followed by New Zealand and Argentina. So where was the Mad Max series set? It was Australia. Mad Max in 1979 and its subsequent sequels are set in war-torn wastelands of Australia. Question number 3. Which character runs Underworld and underground methane refinery in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Rob's got 147320 on both VFOs. I wonder if he's cheating off of one and looking on the other. All right, 52% said Master. We got the Collector coming in second. That's the trash guy. Blackfinger coming in third. And Pig Killer number fourth. Somebody's got to bring home the bacon. Let's see. Was it Master? It was. Master is a resourceful dwarf who sits atop childlike giant named Blaster. Master Blaster. Question number 4. What character in the Mad Max universe did pop star Tina Turner play? Auntie Entity, number 1 answered, followed by Mama Malevolent. That's easy for me to say. Sister Revenge and Granny Warden coming in fourth. So what was Tina Turner in this one? She was Auntie Entity. That's a fun one to say. Auntie Entity is a true power behind Bartertown in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Question number 5. Man, we're already through Mad Max. Look at that, halfway through this one. What religion did the War Boys in Mad Max Fury Road practice? I'm going to have to watch how I say one of these. All right. Let's see. Cult of the V8 coming in first place. Followers of Fuel coming in second. Church of the Shifter. The Shifter is what it is. And the Carburetor Enclave coming in fourth. So what religion do the War Boys practice? It is the cult of the V8. Look at that. Y'all knew that one. All right, so let's see what y'all are doing score-wise here. We got Mike, AI5JS, in the number 1 spot. We have the 12th Monkey coming in second, and Claude is in third place. So look at that. I don't know who the 12th Monkey is, but they are definitely in second spot. So y'all check out your scores. While you're doing that, let's remind all the good folks at home you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All you need is your call sign and your first name. And this is it. It is question number 6. And that means it's time to place your bets. What African country stands in for the wasteland of Mad Max Fury Road after Broken Hill, Australia experienced record rainfall? Y'all are going for Nambia. We got Tunisia coming in second, Morocco third, and Kenya coming in fourth. So, let's see if you're right. Hey, check it out, you are. When rain unexpectedly hit Broken Hill, Australia, it caused a massive super bloom of vegetation in the desert. So the production moved to the Dorup National Park in Nambia. All right, that was question number 6. 43% of you got that, so let's see what this does to the score. 12th Monkey, oh my goodness, got 327 points on that one. Claude got escalated to number 2 with 306 points. And Mike, AI5JS, down at number 3 now with 183 points just on that one. Way to go, y'all. This is incredible. We got Claude No Call hanging out with us in the Discord. Good to have you in here tonight, man. Let's go to question number 7. What is the name of Max Rokitansky's Blue Healer in the Road Warrior? Max Rokitansky, that kind of rhymes with Jeffrey Sucksville. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? I never put that together. All right, let's see. Doc coming in the number 1 spot, Mutt, number 2, Fido, and then Pup. So what was the name of his blue healer? It was Dog. Yes, Dog. The blue healer is Mad Max Universe fan favorite. Question number 8. What war boy wields a flame-throwing guitar in Mad Max Fury Road? Are we getting some interference here? Is my radio cracking up there, Kent?
I don't think it's you, Rusty. I think it's another signal from outside, KF5RBT.
Roger, roger. Well, the answers in this is a good reminder. If it's time to take your blue pill, it'll be kicked in by the end of the net. Survey says the Prime Imperator, number 1. We got, let's see, the Rictus Erectus coming in second. Comadoof Warrior third, and Slit coming in number 4th. So let's see, who had the flame-throwing guitar? It was the Comadoof Warrior. Say that 3 times. The Comadoof Warrior's real-life working flame-throwing guitar weighed 132 pounds and shot fire by hitting the whammy bar. Question number 9. What real-life Australian biker game played the Z Runners in Mad Max? Wow, Kent took 3 blue pills. It's going to be a fun night tonight. Let's see where you want. The Reapers coming in first place, followed by the Renegades, the Vigilantes, and the Outlaws. So what real-life biker gang was it? The Vigilantes. Because of the film's limited budget, George Miller needed bikers who could provide their own motorcycles and employed real-life outlaw motorcycle games, the Vigilantes, to portray the Z Runners. Question number 10 in the end of the Mad Max round. What make and model car was the original Pursuit Special in the 1979 Mad Max? Wow, the Camaro. All right, y'all think it's a Camaro. Ford Falcon coming in second, followed by the Mazda RX-7 and the BMW E3. So what make and model of the car was the original Pursuit Special? It was a Ford Falcon. Ford Falcon. There you have it. Originally a white 1973 Ford Falcon XB-GT, the car was heavily modified to become Max's Interceptor, better known as the Pursuit Special. Well, that's going to do it for round number 3. Let's see what this does to the score. We got 12th Monkey coming in first place, Claude coming in second, and Mike, AI5JS, coming in third. We don't know who the 12th Monkey is, but if the 12th Monkey has somebody with a radio and a call sign, if they would like to come and talk, by all means, come tell us which 3 you missed.
N5LX. I kind of got a migraine, so I just that sounded like a fun set of questions there, Mad Max. So I just thought I'd give it a try. Actually, I didn't even get an answer in on the first one. I'm just going to go to bed now, man.
Answer the question. I was just telling we didn't know where you were. I thought you were out night hunting, so we figured you were out looking for the fox. Well, right on, man. That sucks that you got a migraine, but go to bed and get to feeling better. We'll see you tomorrow for the club meeting.
Roger, Roger. Looking forward to seeing everybody.
Absolutely, man. It's always a good time when this guy's around. All right, so Claude, we know, does not have a license, so we're going to skip down to Mike, AI5JS. Mike, you missed 3. Which one's got you? Well, all right. Then we'll go talk to Holly, W5LUL. Holly's in the number 4 spot. She got 6 out of 10. Which one's got you, Holly?
Hey, Rusty. I saw Mad Max once back in about 1986 and don't remember any of it, so I was totally cheating off Dave. I couldn't tell you which ones I got right or wrong. W5LUL.
Well, if you're cheating off Dave, I think Dave's down in like the 18th spot. So I think you were cheating and changing your answers, but I could be wrong. All right, well, there you have it. There's your top 4 actually, for round number 3. Let's add up all the scores and see how we're doing for the TriviaNet as a whole. Check it out. Claude is in first place with 1,339 points. Kent, KI5RVT, coming in second with 1,151 points. And Mike, AI5JS, coming in third with 1,142 points. Fantastic. Y'all check out your scores and see where you stand. While you're doing that, we're going to let you know we're taking a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional but always appreciated. Just a reminder, if you're out there lurking and you want to come play, you can check in to tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 1 round left, and it's a fun one. It's hairband. So if you know anything about hairbands, then that might be it. If you want to, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We're going to move everybody over into the third intermission, and we'll see you right back here for round number 4. Well, you have made it all the way to round 4. So according to Claude, he's taking his technician test on February the 4th. Looking forward to hearing you on the air, man. And Claude, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, it's 10 a.m. We got the club meeting, and you don't have to have a call sign to come to the meeting. So if you want to come hang out with us and see what's up and see what we're all about, come join us at the meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. All the details are on the web. You can make it happen. Bill has the command center going. I like that he's got a bottle of bourbon. He's got a spit bottle. He's got 2 screens. It's good to go, man. Bill is rocking over there playing trivia. All right, let's move over into round number 4. Round number 4. Here come with the hair metal. Also, Claude, we're slowly getting into testing. Our first test is going to be in April, which will be fun. The Oak Hill group, that is. The Crossroads are seasoned vets at this, so they know that. But the Crossroads are the Oak guys. We're going to start doing them at our club meetings, maybe a little more, until we figure out what in the world's going on. But so your technician in February, you get your general in April. And, life will be golden. And if you're taking your test here locally in Austin, the next one, I forget when it is, but if you're taking the session that's on our website currently with the ARRL gym, then you'll get to meet us there. We're all over this, man. So it'll be fun. All right, round number 4, 1980s hair metal. We're going to see how y'all do with this one. This is going to be a fun one. Before we get started, though, we got to tell everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5DBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time from the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer, but you better hurry, man, because you got 1 round left. We got 10 questions. If you know anything about 1980s hair metal, then get in here with a web browser. Just point that bad boy over to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. It's so fun. I have so many different ways of communicating with people, and it's like they all just went off right then. So, very fun. Ooh, Kent, all right, Kent, you got to tell us, what are you printing over there in your lab?
Sorry, I was starting to type in Discord. I'm printing a case for Orange Pi 5 single board computer right now. It's an AnchorMake M5. It's a new printer, so I'm still playing with it. KF5 RBT.
Very cool, man. Kent has quite the setup over there, for sure. All right, so we got all the business out of the way. Let's fire up round number 4 and see how y'all do with question number 1. Who topped VH1's 2015 list of the 100 greatest metal acts of the 1980s? Number 1 answer on the board is Guns N' Roses, followed by Motley Crue, Twisted Sister. Nobody picks Hanoi Rocks. I guess Hanoi sucks. Let's see, was Guns N' Roses correct? It wasn't. It was Motley Crue. The countdown from the greatest hair metals acts of the decade. VH1 called Motley Crue nothing less, and in fact a whole lot more than the biggest, best, most outrageous, most unhinged, most extreme, in every sense, over the top, and off with their top living, rocking, wrecking embodiment, good Lord, of the 1980s hair metal itself. That was a whole bunch of words. All right, question number 2. What hair metal rocker went triple platinum with their 1984 debut album, Out of the Cellar? Rat taking the number 1 spot, followed by Slaughter, Jackal, and Ugly Kid Joe. So let's see, who went triple platinum with the 1984 album Out of the Cellar? It was Rat, featuring the number 12 hit Round and Round, along with mainstream rock singles Back for More and Wanted Man. Out of the Cellar was the 1984 debut LP of the San Diego-based band Rat. Question number 3. Whose 1987 album Hysteria did Rolling Stones crown as the greatest hair metal band of all time in 2019? I don't know what joke you're talking about, Kent. So let's see what we got here. Def Leppard coming in number 1, followed by Poison. Warren, there it is. What has 9 arms and sucks? It's not Dawkins. It's Def Leppard. That's exactly what it is. You said it, Kent. I was just reading it. So take some of that. 80% of you got that. So a lot of y'all know what has 9 arms and sucks. Question number 4. What pejorative term did journalists begin to use in the 1990s to deride 1980s metal bands, which ultimately led to hair metal? All right, y'all go with headbangers. That totally makes sense. 57% pick headbangers. Hairbrained coming in second, followed by moose metal. Nobody picked hair farmers. So let's see. What crazy term led to the term hair metal? It was the one nobody picked. Hair farmer. Who knew? So I have to read this. So, changing audience taste and the rise of grunge in the 1990s caused the popularity of glam metal to wane. Looking back on the 1980s, writers began to mock the bands whose music dominated the decade, referring to them as hair farmers, which ultimately led to the term hair metal. I've never in my life heard it called hair farmer. That's a new one on me. Apparently Robert had no idea. Oh, we're lighting up the Discord. Yeah, I think everybody's calling BS on this one. Hair farmer. That's yeah. So everybody's calling shenanigans on that question. That doesn't do anything for your points, but I hope it makes you feel better. Question number 5. The band Europe, who broke big in the U.S. at the 1986 The Final Countdown, hails from this country. Question, let's see, the first answer is Sweden. Sweden is number one on the board. We got a tie for Great Britain and Denmark. Germany coming in fourth. So where did the final countdown come from? It came out of Sweden. Europe was founded in Upplands, Väsby, Sweden in 1979. Fun fact, the lyric to Europe's The Final Countdown were inspired by David Bowie's Space Oddity in 1969. So question number 5 has been done. Let's throw up the scoreboard and see Steve, KI5HWD, in the number 1 spot. Dave, KI5STT. Speaking of Dave, check out the video chat. That's perfect. Mark, K5NM, coming in third. It's not ABBA. All right, y'all hang tight. We're going to remind the good folks you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in, but it's getting late, so you better get in here and do it. You got 5 questions left, and if you're going to do it, you better point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, and you better be quick, because question number 6 is next, and you know what that means. It is time to place your bets. Let's see, what classic hair metal music video features Animal House actors Mark Metcalf and Stephen Furst? Y'all seem to be pointing in the we're not going to take it realm. I Want to Rock coming in second, followed by Cherry Pie and Turn Up the Radio. So what were the Animal House actors in I Want to Rock? That was it. Only 30% of you got that. Let's see what this does to the score. Dave, KI5STT, got 284 points on that one in the number 1 spot. He hasn't missed a single question. Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 2 spot. He got 183, and Holly, W5LUL, got 168. I think Holly is cheating off of Dave. All right, question number 7. What classic rocker wrote Once Bitten, Twice Shy, a top 10 hit for Great White in 1989? Peter Frampton topping out the number 1 answer. David Bowie coming in second. Leon Russell third. Ian Hunter fourth. So let's see what it is. Ian Hunter. Only 11% of you got that. Part of that 11% was Scott, KI5OBD. Scott, did you know this man, or is this just a lucky guess?
Oh, no guess. Excuse me. No guess, Rusty. A big fan for a long time. Ian Hunter fronted the band Mott the Hoople, which became Mott after he left. But yeah, and he had a great solo career, and loved Ian Hunter, especially that first solo album of his. And yeah, no guessing here. It was Ian. KI5OBD. Back to net.
Roger, man. Mike, W7QAG, same question. Did you know this, or is this just a lucky guess?
I've been a big fan of Ian Hunter for years, decades. I knew exactly where that was. There was no guess there.
2 people people that have gotten it so far haven't guessed. The number 3 here to get it right was John and Diane, KE5RS. So let's go see John. Did you know this, or was it a lucky guess?
We didn't know it. It was a lucky guess. So just going down the list, well, I have no idea, and I bet you that Peter Frampton saw that, and I go, I bet you that's just bait, and so I skipped that, and I just selected the last one.
Roger, man. We bumped into John and Diane fox hunting last weekend. Are y'all going to be fox hunting this weekend as well?
Well, we're going to get used to the maps. I got to try to figure out the new mapping system since no one printed maps out or showed maps. Well, Sky's got a map, he said, and what did he say? He printed out like a Facebook, or not Facebook, anyhow, so we can print it out. We may take a ride tomorrow.
Right on, man. Well, while you're taking a ride, y'all come swing by the meeting if you're up at 10 a.m. We would love to see you. All right, well, there you have it. 3 people. 2 people knew who it was. 1 person's guessing. Either way, they all got the points. Question number 8. With what 1970s hard rock outfit did female hair metal goddess Lita Ford find fame? The Runaways. Runaway with the first answer. The B-Girls and Bitch coming in tied for 2nd and 3rd, and Girl School coming in 4th. So where did Lita Ford find her fame? It was with the Runaways. Lita Ford was the lead guitarist for the teenage rock act The Runaways from their founding in 1975 until the band's breakup in 1979. As a solo artist, Ford scored a top 20 hit in 1988 with Kiss Me Deadly and reached number 8 with her duet with Ozzy Osbourne, Close My Eyes Forever, later that same year. Question number 9. Frequently cited as the best hair in hair metal, bass player Eric Brittingham co-founded this band in 1983. .64% picked Cinderella. Dawkins coming in 2nd, followed by Rat. Nobody picked Faster Pussycat, so let's see if you're right. 64% are indeed correct. From the band's founding in 1983 to its dissolution in 2014, Eric's locks were on full display in every one of Cinderella's videos and performances. Well, we got one more question, and we're going to wrap up this round and the game. Let's see what you do with question 10. Which of these 1980 hair metals acts has yet to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Well, Kent, I think we might get to do this again. Def Leppard coming in first, followed by Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, and Motley Crue tied for 3rd and 4th. So let's see, was it Def Leppard? It was not. It was Motley Crue. Despite being their quintessential hair metal band, essentially defining the genre with their hard partying ways, not to mention their locks, Motley Crue has yet to be inducted and even nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I find that shocking. I figured they would have been in there by now. All right, that's going to do it for the hair metal round. Let's add up the scores and see who did what. We got Dave, KI5STT with 713 points. Steve, KG5LAA with 532. And Holly, W5LUL, cheating off of Dave, coming in number 3rd with 485 points. Let's go turn it over to Dave, KI5STT. Dave missed 3. Which one's got you, man?
Hey, Rusty. Looks like I missed the, which ultimately led to the hair metal one. Once bitten, twice shy, and which one? I'm not sure. But wasn't this when MTV was still playing music videos on TV? Anyway, I hit number 6 and went all in, and that's what did it. KI5STT back to net.
Yeah, there you have it. Yeah, MTV was playing music videos. Long distance was still a thing. Like the whole world was such a different place. Let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. He's in the number 2 spot with 532 points. Steve, are you a hair metal band fan?
Yeah, Rusty, that's me. I was a hair metal band fan back in the 80s, and that's when I was in high school, so glory days. Anyway, let's see. I think I missed the first one about the VHF 2015. I said Motley Crue, and instead, let's see, Hair Farmers got me. I would have never guessed that one, and I guessed Europe being from Denmark, and yeah, those I didn't know. So anyway, but it's a great category. Thank you for this category, Rusty. KG5LAA, back to net.
You bet, man. I'm glad you got one that you could shine in, man. That's always fun. It's always fun to see people that are just like, I'm terrible at trivia, and then they get the topic, and they're just like, oh man, and they win the game. So glad you had fun with this one. Let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL. Holly, were you cheating off of Dave?
I was cheating off of him a little bit, but I also love Def Leppard. They may make fun of me in the Discord for that. And I had posters of Quiet Riot and Rat on my wall as a tween. So this kind of hits home for me a little bit. W5LUL.
Oh man, I listened to a ton of Def Leppard. I was kiddo, and yeah, I listened to a lot of that. So I will not be throwing any shade your way by any means. Well, there you have it. There's the top 3 for round number 4. Rob wants a new wave category. All right, I'll check out and see what we got in that space. Let's add up all 4 rounds and see who the big winner of the Friday Night Trivia Net is. It is Claude, Mr. No Call Sign himself, brand new player and brand new in the Discord. He's getting his technician in February. Couldn't come soon enough. Congratulations, Claude, for winning tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net, man. Way to go. Let's go talk to Dave, KI5STT. He came in second with 1,609 points. And, oh, look at that, Holly coming in third. So, Dave, what's going on this weekend at your house?
Hey, Rusty. Well, I'm hoping to make the meeting tomorrow, so got that going. Other than that, not much else, so back to net.
Right on, man. Well, hopefully we'll get to see you at the meeting. Let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL. She came in third, and I think Holly said something about having to work. Are you working this weekend?
I am, Rusty. I had a 3 o'clock meeting today where they have asked for a new module for an application I'm developing, and they want it by next week. So I think I'm working tomorrow. So it's going to be an interesting weekend and week. Maybe I'll get some time in for Dungeons and Dragons on Sunday. W5LUL, back to net.
Man, if you're working tomorrow, you better get some D&D on Saturday, by all means. Well, happy weekend to you. Sorry you have to work, but sometimes that happens no matter how much we bitch and complain. So have a good weekend, and I hope you get some Dungeons and Dragon time in. Let's go and talk to Mike, AI5JS. Mike came in 4th on the Trivia Net tonight. Mike, what's going on at your house this weekend? Well, looks like Mike might be receive only tonight. So congratulations, Mike, on number 4. We're going to go talk to Philip, AC5G. I know what Philip's doing tomorrow, but what else you got going on? You going to be doing any fox hunting this weekend, Philip?
No, just looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow and kind of taking it easy, not doing too much. But yes, I'll see you at the meeting bright and early. And got a pretty busy weekend doing a show. And if I got some time Sunday, I think I'm going to try to get out and box hunt, but we'll see how much energy I have left after Saturday night. AC5G, back to Ned.
So, would you like to tell everybody where you're playing, or would you rather keep that to yourself?
Yeah, it's nothing special really. It's this event in the hotel downtown Austin at the Fairmont Hotel, the Israeli American Council or something like that. But yeah, it's nothing special, and I think it's like $200 for tickets for the event, so I doubt anyone wants to go.
Fancy digs, man, hanging out at the Fairmount. All right, well, very cool, dude. I will see you tomorrow for the meeting. Don't forget, we're going to have some donuts as well. So, Kent, KI5RBT coming in 6th. Kent, I'm not used to seeing you down here in below 5. What's going on? You and Ben got anything fun going on this weekend? And are we going to see you at the meeting tomorrow? Kent must be working on his printer. Either that or he rage quitted. Laura, KI5OLG, talking about the Trivia Net on the Alaska Morning Net. I love it. Thank you, Laura, for spreading the word. What you got going on this weekend, Laura? Everybody has left us. All right, I know this guy's here. Ernesto, KI5PZN is in the number 8 spot. Ernesto, are you out there? What are you doing this weekend? I know you're fox hunting with me and going to the meetings, but anything else out there?
I think Laura just got back, so let her get in.
Absolutely. Laura, come on.
Hey, glad to plug the Trivia Net anywhere I can. Let's see, I got my printer all operational again, so I printed out the VE application. I'll be filling that out and sending it in within the next day or two. Other than that, dodging rain showers and watching TV. This is KI5OLG. Back to that.
Very cool, very cool. We've got like 4 members in our club that just did the same thing and sent it in, so they are waiting for their official credentials to be VEs. Well, all right, happy weekend. Hope you stay dry. Let's go back to Ernesto, KI5PZN. What's on your agenda for the weekend, man?
KI5PZN. Hello, everybody on the net, and thank you, Rusty, for running the net. And to Laura, congratulations on your extra. Let's see, early tomorrow we'll have the breakfast at the Waterloo and Burnett just south of 183. And Rick is coming with me. It'll be exciting. And then after that we'll be going to the club meeting. And then after that we'll do some fox hunting. And then, let me try to reset. And I think Sunday should be pretty chill, so maybe some fishing and then running the wind down net that starts at 7:30.
p.m. on this frequency. This is KI5PZN back to net control.
Roger, Roger, man. Old man breakfast on Saturday with the Austin Club. I'm missing out on that one. I'm going to be making my way to our club meeting. That's going to be the first thing on my agenda. But congratulations on the 8th place and also being number 1 on the favorite Thursday night net controller, man. Good for you. Let's go talk to Ashley, KI5MVF. She came in 9th place. She's all the way down and Jeffrey sucks. Let's see what she's doing for the weekend. Absolute crickets, man, on the top 10. Let's talk to Rob, K9LZY, Lazy Dog, out in Lakeway. Rob, what you got going on for the weekend, man?
So K9LZY, Rob, just spraying some weeds and standing up a DX Commander. Gonna try to go multi-band just to listen in, because I'm a technician and I can do stuff on 10, but not the rest. And that's about it. K9LZY out.
Very cool, man. Yeah, gonna set that thing up, and yeah, you can listen all that you want. And Rob was telling us that he got some Japan contacts on FT8, so he's already doing the thing and getting in there. We're gonna get him upgraded sooner than later, and he'll be playing HF on all the bands before he knows it. Well, there you have it. That is the Friday Night Trivia Net. Thank you to everybody that has played. We're going to move y'all into the elimination round, because even though the Trivia Net's over, this is our fun little way of kicking you out and sending you home. For those of you who are new, you do not have to be fast at this. You still get 15 seconds to answer, but you don't have to be fast. You just have to be right. The first time you're wrong, we're going to kick you out and send you home. So, with that being said, we're going to let all the repeaters take a quick breath, and when we come back, we will be in level 1 of the elimination round. All right, let's see how y'all do in tonight's elimination round. Question number 1. Who was the first professional athlete to appear on a Wheaties box? Well, it was close. Jesse Owens coming in first, followed by Luke Gehrig, Mary Lou Retton, and then Benny Friedman. Let's see what the correct answer is. It is Luke Gehrig. Check that out. That leaves us with 11 survivors out of the 29 that were playing. We got 18 eliminated. So let's see who we have to say goodnight to. We are going to say goodnight to Brian, KI5UZY, Alex, KD5AJZ, Steve, KG5LAA, Holly, W5LUL, Mike, W7QAG, Steve, KI5HWD, Ernesto, KI5PZN, Scott, KI5OBD, Antonio, KI5ZIU, Dave, KI5STT, Gary, Guess, Philip, AC5G, Mark, K5NM, and Cash Meowside, as well as Claude. All right, we're down to 11. Let's see how you do at question number 2. Here we go. What genre-defining hair metal guitarist was born Bruce Johansson? Well, we lit up all of the buttons. Flash coming in first place with 64%, followed by Zach Wild, and then we had a tie with Blackie Lawless and CC DeVille. So, who was born Bruce Johannesson? The answer is CC DeVille, and that means we have a winner on the elimination round. And question number 2, congratulations to Kent KI5RBT for winning the elimination round. We got to say goodnight to quite a few people. Starting with John and Diane, KE5RS. Hopefully we'll see you on the Fox Hunt tomorrow. Chris, W5CUY. David, AI5JC. Rob, Lazy Dog, K9LZY. Robert, KB5PBM. Laura, KI5OLG. Mike, KI5 or AI5JS. Old Bill, W5ITZ, man. Joe, K5KUA, and Andy, KI5YIT. 2 questions, and Kent is the winner. All right, Bill, you're not old. You're just, you're beautiful. How about that? Beautiful Bill, W5ITZ, showing off his wiener in the video channel. How about that, Bill? Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope you had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generous donations of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd like to also thank Kyle, KA5D, and the good folks at the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. Before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, go play some door games. You can also find all the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins. Everything can be found on the website as well. Don't forget, this weekend for the Oak Club, we got the club meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. All the details are on the web. We have 2 Fox Hunts again this weekend, N5LX and KI5MVF. Are putting out 2 foxes. Those are all available on the web. The maps are on the Discord, so if you're not on the Discord, then by all means do that, because we've got fox hunts every other weekend, most of the time every weekend. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use. And while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting me into your home tonight. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe, and we will see you right here for the next Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.